Welcome, everybody, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. We don't have a lot of time tonight. Let's get straight to the urgent breaking news everyone's talking about. Queen Elizabeth died 6 days ago. She meant a lot to a lot of people, and much of the world is still grieving. Today, the Queen's casket arrived at Westminster, where she will lie in state till next Monday. And people are already lining up for kilometers to give their respects. That's why it's always worth it to spring for the fast pass, okay? Trust me, you can hit up Space Mountain. You hit up Space Mountain while you wait to pay your tribute. Elizabeth II was the longest reigning monarch in British history, providing comfort to Britons for over 70 years. She helped the country weather several financial crises, joining and leaving the European Union, and of course, Ed Sheeran's reign of terror. His folksy reign of terror. Much of the UK is in mourning, and stateside, we're handling things in our own way.
We will have complete coverage all morning long on the Today Show, and we'll be looking for you then. But, Maria, tonight, it's all about the NFL kickoff on our plaza. Check this out.
A little bit.
Right? Right?
Into the canyon. Might seem like a bit of a jarring transition, but when you think about it, the NFL is a lot like the monarchy. They both take forever. They both have a lot of weird rules, and there's a surprising amount of tacky jewelry. Now, when a monarch dies, there's a ton of official protocol. Some of it's pretty weird, like how the royal beekeeper had to inform the Queen's bees that the Queen had died. Okay, is Britain real? Or is it just like a wet Narnia with knife crime? The beekeeper must inform the bees Lord Wigglebottom shall send a raven to the Loch Ness Monster, and I shall email Dumbledore. And slip into Voldemort's DMs. Slip into his DMs. Plus, now that Britain is ruled by King Charles III, they'll have to replace her face on their stamps and on their cash. So, for all of our UK viewers, I'm sorry to say all of your money with Queen Elizabeth's face on it is now worthless. Okay, it's gone, but I got your back. Just send me 2 of your old worthless Lizzie bills, and I'll send you back a shiny Chuck buck. There you go. New. Nothing like a new bill. Consumer brands will also have to update their labels. During her reign, Queen Elizabeth gave many products a warrant to display the royal coat of arms as a sort of endorsement of quality. For instance, Heinz ketchup and Gordon's gin. But now, after her passing, they may have to reapply. Same thing happens here in America. That's why every 48 years, we all get new products from President's Choice. The new King and Queen, President's Choice. Off-brand seltzer. Off-brand seltzer. The new King and Queen are already hard at work, sitting on what I believe are the official thrones of Great Britain. Either that or they're the new judges on The Voice. Jackson. Jackson, I thought you did a wonderful job singing Nicki Minaj's Super Freaky Girl. We are amused. He's mine, Blake Shelton. You can suck it. Footman, swivel me. Too far. Too far. Of course, Chucky don't king for free. He's immediately taking over his late mother's financial portfolio, which is worth billions. And while British citizens normally pay around 40% inheritance tax, King Charles gets his inheritance tax-free. He's supposed to be exactly, imagine how the English feel. He's supposed to be the ultimate public servant, and he doesn't pay taxes? That is gonna cost him some votes. What? You're kidding. That's insane. Charles is still learning the royal ropes. Yesterday, he went viral when he had a little trouble signing a guest book at a ceremony in Northern Ireland.
I just had to put, is it September 12th?
13th, sir.
Oh, God, I'm wrong date. 13th. Oh, God, I hate this.
No, it's going everywhere. Hang on. So nobody wants to walk.
Where's the man?
No, no, it's everywhere.
Can't bear this bloody thing. What do you do with everyone stinking?
I think it might be time to update the old British saying, keep calm and oh God, I can't bear this bloody thing. Ah. Ah. Anyway, good luck to the new king. There's good news. There's good news from Ukraine. It's still Ukraine, because over the last week, their armed forces reclaimed crucial areas. Their armed forces over the last week reclaimed crucial areas in a fierce counterattack that could signal a turning point in the war. It is such a disaster for the Russians, Putin has lowered his nipples to half-mast. According to President Zelensky, Ukraine has retaken around 2,400 square miles of territory this month, roughly the size of Delaware. And you know you're in a pointless war when what you're fighting over can be compared to Delaware. One reason, I don't know what that means. One reason Ukraine got back so much territory is that Russian troops fled like Olympic sprinters. And since they're Russian, you know they were jacked on steroids. Pew! Pew! Take a look at this Russian tank fleeing from battle. Here's the tank running away, there's some Russian soldiers jumping off, and finally, whammo! Right into the tree. That tank is gonna need a tow. I think they're gonna have to call triple. I'm sure everybody's fine. Everybody's fine. In fact, last week, Zelensky's forces launched a counteroffensive so successful that some are saying it shatters Russia's reputation as a military superpower. But don't you worry. Wow, war. Wow. Don't you worry, Russia. You'll always have your reputation as an endless wasteland littered with clinically depressed root vegetables. Military experts say Russian troops suffer from low morale, or as the Kremlin calls it, special military sadness. There are also some setbacks for Putin's allies, including former U.S. President Chuck Norris. The Justice Department's investigation into the ex-president's plot to use fake electors has kicked up a notch. Last week, over 30 associates of the ex-president were subpoenaed by a grand jury, including former senior advisor and groggy early morning penis, Stephen Miller. Miller, among others, was ordered to provide any communication between themselves and Rudy Giuliani. They even subpoenaed Rudy's outgoing voicemail message.
You've reached Rudy Giuliani. I can't come to the phone right now because I'm passed out under a pile of coats. If you're returning a butt dial, please call my ass directly. Beep!
Perhaps... I like that he says his own beep. Beep! Perhaps the juiciest subpoena of all is the one delivered to MyPillow CEO and mentalist trying to read his own mind. Mike Lindell. Yesterday, Lindell said this on social media.
Today, the FBI, you're going to hear this, and you're probably already hearing it in the news. The FBI came after me and took my phone. They surrounded me at a Hardee's.
Yes. Yes. They surrounded him at a Hardee's. In fact, this is true. He was in the drive-thru. Welcome to Hardee's. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you can say will be used against you in a court of law, but you have the right to an attorney, and you can pick him up at the window. Please pull around. Later on, Lindell somehow got booked on Lindell TV to complain about one FBI agent in particular.
Then he goes, well, I got some bad news. And I go, okay, here it comes, right? He goes, we're taking your cell phone. We have a warrant for your cell phone. I go, no, I said my whole company. I run 5 companies off that.
He runs everything off of his cell phone? Is he selling pillows or meth? Listening to him talk, it's hard to tell. In every appearance, Lindell emphasized that he really needs his phone.
It's disgusting. I don't have a computer. Everything I do have that phone, everything was on there.
That's not a great defense, Mike. Officer, you can't take my car. How will I get all these bodies to the river? There's also a chance that the bodies to the river. A little upsetting. There's also a chance the fascist curious folks in Congress could be swept up in this, because the DOJ is also seeking information about any members of the legislative branch who may have tried to obstruct, influence, impede, or delay the certification of the presidential election. And is this true? I'm told we have footage of Josh Hawley's reaction when he heard the news. Run, Josh, run! We got a great show for you tonight. My guest is Steve Carell. And when we come back, I star in a brand new dramatic play with a special guest. Stick around.